If you're someone who practices advanced conversational hypnosis and you are not approaching your sales or strategy calls this way, I need you to really reconsider. The best way to approach any sales call, any strategy call, is to view it in your own mind as a mixture between sales, but primarily focusing on beginning the session, beginning doing the work with them. You don't want to finish it, and you don't want to frame it to them as, hey, hop on and we're going to begin working on your problem. Do not do that. Make it a very clear sales process from the outside where they're having to answer questions like, what is your main problem? How long have you been struggling with this? What have you tried so far? Are you in a position where you actually want to change this? Those types of qualifying questions, both in a booking form, an initial couple questions that you ask on the sales call, are incredibly helpful. But once you kind of get some of the basics laid out, you want to start doing what we call untying the knots through the hypnotic interview within advanced conversational hypnosis. You want to start actually creating some movement, tapping into motivation, and creating change. And this is helpful for a couple of different reasons. First, you want to get unconscious buy-in. So part of the selling process, I recommend still putting together a presentation with slides that shows some credibility through whether it's certifications or testimonials, or preferably a combination. If only one, testimonials are better. But you want to, in those slides, have credibility. You want to explain your process. You want to answer all their logical questions. But deep down, they're going to buy from you if they already feel like there is something stirring at the unconscious level, like the change is already beginning. If you're able to create that experience, you're going to do 10 times better and close way more clients. So frame it as a sales call, but then actually start untying some of those knots, start spiking some of that motivation. Because number one, this will help you just close more clients, because that part of them that knows whether or not change is possible will be raising its hand, standing up straight for the first time in a while and saying, like, I think this is the person who can do it. Second, I think it's really helpful for if they get to the end of the session and they ask, well, how will I know if this will work? If you've already seen several different moments where the gears are beginning to turn, they're really beginning to rethink their problem, you can ask them. It's like, well, if you even think back to how you felt before this call began and how you feel now and how you thought about the problem at the beginning versus how you feel now, what's the difference? And if you're able to get a genuine answer of, yeah, things actually feel a little better. Like I know there's still more work to do. I'm kind of confused, but I feel like things are different. You can say then, it's like, and this wasn't even a real session. Like, just imagine how much work we can get done in a real session. Or if they ask for like a sample session, for example, if they say like, well, can we just try it out instead of buying your more premium package of some sorts, whether it's results-based, whether it's a pack of a certain number of sessions, you can basically say that's what this already was. Like, I gave this experience to you. We began making these changes completely for free. And I wanted you to be able to get an experience of what it is like to work with me. And so when you think about the content that you've seen from me online, when you think about how this conversation has gone and how you feel now and how you feel about the future now in relation to your problem, do you feel like I'm the right person to work with? Having that referent within the conversation is so much more powerful than just saying, well, this is what we will do. So, no, this is what we've started doing. We're just going to finish it. And then the big frame that I have in my mind with all of this is, if people ever ask me, like, why should I work with you? I always point back to three things. It's the results that I've gotten that are captured in testimonials. It's the content that I've put out on social media. And then it's the conversation that we're having right now. If someone isn't satisfied with those three, it's like, okay, there's nothing else that I can share that will change your mind. I'm probably just not a good fit for you. And that's fine. But those are the three things that I'm constantly focusing on. More content, better initial conversations, and then collecting testimonials from the results of people that have come before them. If people are asking that question of like, what are your credentials? In my mind, I don't take that seriously. It might just be a curiosity question. Sometimes people feel like, man, I should probably ask this question because I don't even know who this person is and I'm about to give them a bunch of money. So you can answer the question. But if that's like a thing that they're hung up on, don't take that too seriously. Either A, they've really bought into wanting a traditional approach to working with someone. Kind of, they want the traditional psychotherapy model. And in that case, I recommend them to pursue it. And I ask them why they booked a call with me, because I'm very clear in all of my pages online and all of my content what my scope is. But I bring that up because sometimes I have had people even tell me, it's like, I feel like I probably should ask more about you. Like I'm filling out, putting in the credit card number right now. And I realized I haven't even asked you what your background is or how you got into this or how long you've been doing this. That is the power of actually creating a real experience on the sales call. And so you don't want to frame it that way, though. That is the biggest thing I'm trying to say. Create the real experience, but do it under the guise of a sales conversation. There will still be selling involved. There will still be presenting involved. But the first half, after you get through like just an initial qualifying question or two, should be you just creating that experience for them. Like start doing the work, then transition back to selling.